Get ready to boost your portfolio, as NorthFlow Finance AI reveals 5 explosive TSX stock signals that are trending upwards right now, on this June 30, 2026 market update. We're taking a closer look at Reg.V, a stock that's just triggered a very interesting signal, the MA Golden Cross with a significant volume surge. This is a technical indicator that suggests a potential shift in momentum, and it's definitely caught our attention. The stock is currently trading at $4.14. The MA Golden Cross is a bullish signal that occurs when the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average, indicating a potential trend reversal. With a current price of $4.14 and an RSI of 62.2, we're seeing a stock that's gaining momentum but not yet in overbought territory. The RSI suggests that there's still room for the stock to run, and the recent volume surge of 379.8% tells us that investors are becoming increasingly convinced about the stock's potential. This surge in volume is a strong indication of investor conviction, and it's something that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. The volume change we're seeing is unusual, and it could signal that institutional investors are starting to take notice of the stock. A volume surge of this magnitude is not common, and it may indicate that there's a significant shift in investor sentiment. Recent reports have highlighted Reg.V as one of the TSX penny stocks to keep an eye on, and with this latest signal, it's clear why. The stock's inclusion in these reports suggests that it's gaining traction and attention from investors. Viewers should watch for continued momentum and a potential break above key resistance levels. A close above $4.25 could be a significant indicator of further upside. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at Medalla Royalty and Streaming, trading as MTA.V, which has just triggered a very interesting signal, a moving average golden cross accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a stock that's definitely worth paying attention to, especially given its current price of $10.79. The Golden Cross is a bullish indicator that suggests a potential trend reversal, and when combined with a volume surge, it can be a powerful buy signal. The current price of $10.79, combined with an RSI of 64.3, suggests that the stock is in neutral territory, not yet overbought or oversold. This indicates that there's still room for momentum to build, and the recent volume surge of 55.2% tells us that investors are becoming increasingly convinced about the stock's potential. The RSI being below 70 suggests that the stock has not yet reached overbought levels, which is a positive sign for potential future growth. The volume surge is a key indicator of investor conviction, and it's likely that we'll see continued interest in the stock. This volume change is unusual activity, and it might signal that institutional investors are starting to take notice of Medalla Royalty and Streaming. A surge of this magnitude can be a sign of a significant shift in market sentiment. Medalla recently reported a profitable quarter with higher revenue, which is a great sign for the company's overall health, but the stock actually dipped after hours, which might provide a buying opportunity for investors. This recent news is a positive development for the company, and it's likely that the stock will respond positively in the coming days. Viewers should watch for the stock to continue its upward trend, and key levels to watch include the previous resistance points. A break above these levels could signal a significant move to the upside. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at Westaim, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the ticker symbol WED.V, which has just triggered a very compelling signal, a MACD bullish crossover accompanied by a significant volume surge. This is a technical indicator that suggests a potential shift in momentum, and it's definitely caught our attention. As we dive deeper, we see the stock is currently trading at $23. The MACD bullish crossover is a strong signal that suggests the stock's momentum is turning positive, and with the current price at $23, we're seeing a potential buying opportunity. The RSI, or Relative Strength Index, is sitting at 48.2, which puts it firmly in neutral territory, neither overbought nor oversold. This suggests that there's still room for the stock to run, and the recent volume surge of 550% tells us that investors are starting to take notice and are conviction buyers. The volume surge is a key indicator of investor enthusiasm, and it's a great sign to see such a significant increase in trading activity. This volume change is unusual and could signal that institutional investors are starting to take an interest in the stock. A surge of this magnitude often indicates that big players are moving into the stock, which can be a powerful catalyst for further gains. Westaim's recent quarterly earnings report has likely played a role in the stock's renewed interest, as investors react to the company's latest financial performance. The earnings snapshot has probably given investors a better sense of the company's outlook and growth prospects. Viewers should watch for a potential breakout above $25, and a close eye on volume will be key to confirming the stock's momentum. A continued increase in trading activity will be essential to sustaining the stock's upward trajectory. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're taking a closer look at ASE.V, a stock that's just triggered a MACD bullish crossover with a significant volume surge, catching our attention. This signal suggests a potential shift in momentum, and we're excited to dive deeper. With a current price of 80 cents, let's break down the technicals. The MACD bullish crossover indicates a bullish trend, and with the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, at 55.6, we're in neutral territory, which suggests there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 290% is particularly notable, as it tells us that investors are becoming more convinced about the stock's potential. This level of conviction can be a powerful driver of price movement. The RSI being in neutral territory also suggests that the stock is not overbought or oversold, which is a healthy sign. The current price of 80 cents is also worth noting, as it may represent a buying opportunity. This volume change is unusual and may signal that institutional investors are starting to take notice of the stock. A surge of this magnitude can be a sign of growing interest and conviction among investors. Recent news about a major private placement and the resulting share price moves have likely contributed to the increased attention on the stock. This development has likely played a role in the stock's valuation and may have implications for its future performance. Viewers should watch for a potential breakout above the current price level, as well as any further increases in volume. Key levels to watch will be crucial in determining the stock's next move. Now let's move on to our next pick. We're looking at our final stock for today, GSKR.V, which has just triggered a MACD bullish crossover with a volume surge, a really compelling signal for investors. This stock is currently trading at $3.25. The MACD bullish crossover is a strong indicator of a potential trend reversal, and when combined with a volume surge, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, is currently at 57.4, which puts it in neutral territory, suggesting there's still room for momentum to build. The volume surge of 136.7% is a significant increase, indicating strong investor conviction. This level of volume is unusual and could signal that institutional investors are taking notice. The volume change is a key aspect of this signal, as it shows that investors are actively buying into this stock. This unusual activity could be a sign that institutional investors are starting to take a closer look at GSKR.V. Gold Sky Resources recently made some key appointments to their leadership team, including a new CFO and SVP of exploration, which could be a factor in the recent surge in interest. This new leadership could bring a fresh perspective to the company and potentially drive growth. Viewers should watch for continued momentum and look for key levels of resistance to be broken. A move above $3.50 could be a key indicator of further upside. That wraps up our final pick for today. Don't forget to subscribe for daily TSX signals. Thanks for watching NorthFlow Finance. Subscribe for more, and remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research.